Welcome to the Outer Realm with Michelle DeRoche and Amelia Pisano. Airing live on the United Public Radio Network, 105.3 FM in New Orleans.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Thursday night segment of the Outer Realm, officially the last Outer Realm show of 2025. Gosh, can you believe it? Anyway, we are broadcasting live on the United Public Radio Network 105.3 FM from the Gulf Coast, 107.7 FM from New Orleans. We are fully sponsored by the amazing people over at Folgers Coffee who have been a part of our journey for the last several years. And here's to another great year with them. So thank you, Folgers. It just would not be the same without you. Also, big thank you to Justin Snicker, Dr. Snick, the sonic surgeon, for another year of his sponsorship, an incredible intro that you just heard. He is an award-winning composer of Halloween, horror, sci-fi, and dark wave electronic music, which can be found on all of your favorite music streaming platforms. Also, huge thank you to Steve McGinnis, who's been with us for the last few years. Here's to another good year with him. He's responsible for the logos here at the show. Check him out on Facebook and Instagram. Also specializes in the Halloween and horror genre, but does phenomenal commission pieces of any sort. So yes, the last Outer Realm show of 2025. Man, it's been a year, so many incredible guests. And I know we have another week left, but every one of our night shows falls on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, and of course, a show. We will be doing a show on January the 1st. We're going to spend New Year's Day with all of you fine folks. But we do have two Beyond the Outer Realm shows left for the next 2 Tuesdays. So please mark your calendars for that. Those fall in regular day, so we'll be able to get it done. Tonight, I'm so happy whenever Elsa comes on. So tonight, Elsa Dillon is coming back to have a nice conversation with us. And it's going to be a nice, lighthearted conversation, consciousness, past life, incarnations, oversoul, prophecies, wherever the conversation takes us. But it will be nice and light. And I think it's something that we can all use right now. And I'm all for it. Believe you me. Anyway. Wayne, hello. Mort, hello. Nice that you guys are ahead of everybody else. Wow, that's awesome. So without further ado, let's welcome our special guest, Elsa Dillon. Hello.
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me again.
Oh, I love it.
Mm.
I just so enjoy when you come on. It's just always interesting conversation and a whole lot of amazing stories. The whole crow thing last time still threw me off.
I got so many crow messages.
I know. My mind just kind of went, just blew. It was like, wow, that's awesome. Being that it's our logo and crow.
You know
and
what was
raven.
funny is after that show, I had ravens and crows everywhere. I even went into town, like cities, and I'd be at a cafe or something, and there's one like staring at me. And people are like, I think that bird's trying to tell you something. I go, I know. They've been doing it all week.
Yeah. Well, did you ever figure it out, or was it, just sort of a thing?
Yeah. Well, it led me to see code. That's what it is. It's see the code or see the row.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what your show does. Your show goes from one vertebrae to the next. So you're going up and down the spinal cord. Some will have more heavier information, some will have lighter information, some will have channeled information, but you're going up and down the spinal cord. And It's important to understand the code, because you can talk about code, but if you're not awakened, so you've got two versions. You've got the spiritual ones who talk about code, then you've got the awakened ones but talk about code, but you kind of have to have a merging of the two to have a completion of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. To me, when designing the whole outlay of this show, the crow, the raven, technically was always in the forefront. The keeper of knowledge, the bringer of knowledge, the messenger between the worlds and the dimensions. And I thought, it's pretty much what we're doing. So it was just perfect. It just fit. So when you said that, it kind of went, oh, this makes so much sense to me.
Oh, he was the messenger in between.
Yeah.
So he was between the craft and me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone out. So, yeah.
Wow. So, see, everybody always looks at them like they're these harbingers of doom, and it's so not like that at all.
Yeah. Well, they actually were the original parrot. Like they were the parrot.
Yes. They're incredible talkers.
Well, that's why they got stopped, because if you're in a controlling way, you're not going to want all those words out there.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? So
Crow just ratting you out to everybody.
Yeah. Can you imagine having a pet crow and the kids are not telling the truth or something? They're like, the crow spills the beans on the whole situation.
Overhear something he shouldn't overhear, and just goes over to your neighbor, and They are. I mean, we all look at parrots, because I've had several, these being these incredible talkers, but you look at minor birds, crows, ravens, considering they have no vocal cords, is amazing how they speak so well.
Yeah. Well, the crows, they've done many studies on crows. And so if you harm a crow here in this town, they will tell all the crows all the way on each hill. So this is why it's great. It's your show, because it's like broadcasting. So you've damaged this crow. He's just told all his ancient relatives every hilltop. So when you go out on, 20 hilltops away, they'll know you. No, they've done studies on it. It's huge.
They hold grudges too, right?
So when you see that movie, The Birds, that actress must have, that character in that role must have really done some crappy things.
Oh yeah. I have them all coming at you. My gosh.
Yeah. No. So when it didn't hit me that it was your symbol on the show.
Yeah.
And then it hit me and I went, wow. So that's so information, again, code presents minutes before. And the reason this happens like this is one, because you don't need to overthink it. It just need to allow it. But also it the ones that are remote viewing or interfering or practicing maybe things that they possibly shouldn't be, it keeps them almost locked out. It's like a security blanket for you.
It's pretty incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's so cool. Honestly, it is. It's amazing, but it comes with responsibility too. You've got to be responsible for the words you speak. This is what Crow is, Crow is listening, and then he's going, are you really going to say that? Because now I'm going to have to repeat it over here.
I know. And they're tattletales too, right?
They're tattletales. Yeah.
That's right. They tattle and they hold grudges. What a combination.
To be a tattletale or a telltale is what I go on about a lot in my interviews and stuff. It's being the full circle. So it's when the dragon sees its tail. It's Saturn, it's completion. It's to satisfy. So to be satisfied is actually being a witness of yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can see how you're behaving, and then it's not like you become a sensei or anything, but you just you get I always call it the Mona Lisa smile, because you get a little smile because you can feel what that person's going through.
Yes.
But you don't need to say it. You just got to let them go through it because
It's true.
you understand. So
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love it though. Wayne has an interesting story. I know the story. He goes, my sister feeds the crows on her property. And when she does, she only ever wears one outfit. So when she goes out in other outfits, they don't think it's feeding time. They know it's feeding time when she's in that one outfit.
So she's like a crow chef. They know the outfit.
She is. They all know. They all come in. I know. I know. It's hilarious. I'm just like, we're doing it all wrong.
We're doing it all wrong.
We're doing it all wrong if we want them. Yeah, that's for sure. So tonight I thought, you're the perfect person to bring on and have, lighthearted conversation that has messages of hope attached to it, or continuity, this consciousness, as a whole. It's just so much. Right?
So you're talking about completion again.
Completion.
So, completion is like this, yeah.
Yes.
So it's number 8, but it's not
infinity.
One ring, it's infinity, yeah.
Yes.
Is the gates, or the we have them also in us. I keep doing it because I don't know why, but it's like you have 8 of these in you, which are your sphinxes.
Yes.
And they're the gates, to vital organs in our bodies. And we are eternal beings. And we've had this taken away from us. And I brought this up on a very powerful show I did quite a few years ago, where I said out loud, they've even asked us to leave a will. And I went, my will is coming with me. My loved ones know I love them. My will is coming with me. My will is not someone else's. I'm not leaving a will.
Right.
I had to make it quite clear. And I could feel everyone's hearts explode with joy when I said it. And this is what I want. This is what I feel others need to feel. And they need to feel this opening, this ringing in their bodies, this this song that's in them that's waiting to just flourish and come out. And a lot of people say, oh, well, I'm alone, or I'm busy with work, and it doesn't matter. You're supposed to do it with all that. But you got to just keep doing it each day. So you go to bed, wake up, do it again that day. Go to bed, wake up, do it again that day. Reciting old wounds is not what we're here to do. That's a big one. Well, this is what television does. This is why people, I don't know about you, Michelle, and your audience, but myself and my family find watching TV really boring. It's just not. It's not the same. I would rather watch, even our kids are saying they would much rather watch a podcast of real people talking than watch a show. It just has lost its magic. It's lost its sparkle or something. There's very little shows that sort of...
Yeah. I think for some people, you evolve past what I call the mundane. It becomes white noise. It's just
white noise.
Yeah. It's like a chatter. And I look to documentaries, if I'm going to watch something, just to try to have something that at least in a way helps me learn something. If you want to watch something mindless because your brain's just full of heaviness and work, then okay, but they find that you will learn more, like you say, by looking and listening to real people, reading. If you think about it, so much of the media that's out there has all of these little hidden meanings in them. It's meant for conditioning.
Yeah, well, I feel like they're poking me with arrows and sharp things when I watch these shows, and I Then I go, really? Did they just drop that whole story in that? Why did they talk about that? Like, why did they talk about that medical? It wasn't even medical condition in the show. Why did they need to bring that up?
Have to throw that
And
in there.
It's sort of like this. So is it a judgment or a disheartenment? Possibly, but I'm going to say I don't resonate. My ring or my bell or my chiming in my body goes, no. I'm like the crow going, aha.
That's right.
That's not what they said yesterday.
No, this doesn't jive with us. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but when I come on shows or listen to shows like yourself, I hear real stories. They're the true story. It's like we're going back. It's like the podcasts and interviews have become the fireplace where we're all like warming our souls again and warming and sharing. And a lot of the people that do it don't make any money, but they're just all coming together and sharing and lifting everyone. And it's so important. It really is. It's so needed. It's so important, and it's a debriefing. It's a military practice. They used to practice it in the pyramids. It's the power of. It's like a letting go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is very important. We have to let go, because otherwise you just don't move on from it. I have a couple comments. Wayne says, it makes me wonder if the reason behind why windshield wipers, for example, no longer go in opposing directions to what we have now, with both wipers moving in the same direction, as opposed to, remember how they used to go like this? In some countries they probably still do, but now they're unison.
Wow.
Asking for a friend.
All right.
That's Wayne.
Wayne, I'm going to sit with that one. That one I'll probably go ping.
I know. All right. And as far as television goes, it's tell a vision. Whose vision are we watching? Nowadays, TV is a product to continue the dumbing down. That's why, in part, we have so many remakes all about sameness. Which is
well,
true.
this is where, okay, Wayne, this is really cool. So sameness is the core. It's the code. It's the stem. It's the symbol of Jesus. It's the fish, but it's opened end. So it's basically the symbol of Jesus is, and I'm not a religious person, but I understand different religions. So the symbol of the fish, like this, is it's not fully complete, because you're the creator of the other half, and it's always to the last second. And that's what I was talking.
Yeah.
So funny. I'm getting buzzy. That's what I was talking. This is so good. Wait, that's what I was talking about, is a lot of the messages will come last second. And that's how I know. That's how I know.
Yeah.
It's so weird. And people go, but how do you know? Where did you get that from? What link? What app? And I'm like, are you kidding me? I've been out with a grasshopper for 20 minutes. Like, I've got no apps. I didn't even take a photo of him. And people go, that's ridiculous. And I say, well, to you, it's ridiculous. But this actually assists me through my life. And it makes no sense of the nonsense. It makes my sense more whole and ready for and excited and ready for the next outcome.
Yes.
Many famous ones speak of this, by the way. Plato, Jung, Tesla. I mean, his best friend was a pigeon. So
Tesla and the pigeon. I can understand that. I love birds. They're very insightful.
Yeah, well,
I think they get it.
They get it. Yeah, and they're the ones. They're flying. They're doing that circling around us. They're like, I always feel birds are so magical, and the flying ones are magical because they're up with spirit or the essence of us. They're in the floating space. They're like the closest thing to probably the galactic ones that come in. Not the grounders. Different again. Yeah.
I believe that if you listen, if you know how to listen to, I mean, everything speaks to you. You know, the planet speak to you, the stars will speak to you, the trees will speak to you, the animals will speak to you, the birds will speak to you. It's just, it's that background noise of these frequencies that are here that weren't. I think if you live in the country, you live in, you know, you have on the farm, you don't have these big imposing frequencies hovering around you with respects to technology. I'll leave it there, interfering with your antenna, jamming things up.
Well, Michelle, so right. Okay, so you got that right, what you said.
Yes.
And then so even when I was a young child, I would go, all right, now. I go, okay, you're not going to do it now. Okay, what do I have to do? So I got to listen to a bird more. And then I'd go now, and then wind would come. And they go, and then they say, well, are you doing magic? I said, no, I'm playing with the animals. Like I would test it, and I guess that's practicing, but I didn't know what I was actually doing. I was just being playful with it, and it actually kept happening. So I was going, well, this really works. So it was so ingrained in me. It just was so even on my jobs, I wouldn't blink an eyelid to talk to an animal while I was shooting or something because I knew maybe they were going to help me on my shoot or help someone on the shoot, or so I didn't care what anyone thought. And so
yes, I call it squirreling out. Wait, what?
Squirreling out.
Yeah, like squirrel. Well, just totally ignore what you were doing.
And the fact that you squirrel out and give it as much importance as if a phone rings as well, because a lot of people think, oh, well, that's silly. I go, no. I tell you, it's this, whenever I go against it, like I had it happen yesterday. I was eating my food in the hammock and the girls got my horse ready and they wrapped his bridle round, and then I could see a bit of a loop and it was up here, and he's like a 17-hand horse or something. He's big. And I went, oh, he can't get his foot through that. But I kept seeing it, him putting his foot through it. Anyway, sure enough, I went against it. I didn't act on it. I felt like they were training me. I honestly felt like they were training me, Michelle. He goes and puts his foot through it. My heart starts beating 100 miles an hour. I run over. I cut my feet on all the stones and sticks. And I spent 5 minutes trying to stop him from panicking and ease it back through.
Oh, boy.
And I finished it and I was so mad at myself. I went, okay, thank you for showing me I was being too slow with it. Go faster with the whatever it is that's you're allowing. Yeah. But you get reminders, or you get like, okay, let's train her. I feel like someone's seriously up there going, okay, well, she needs some more training.
Yeah, but you know what? At least you recognize that, because there are some people that would see that as simply an inconsequential event in their lives that they have to get up and assist with. They don't necessarily attach a bigger meaning to it. You know, it's like synchronicities, you know, like you can hear the same song 6 times a day, or, you know, you could start seeing signs that kind of everything jives together. And you're kind of like, wonder what that's about, you know, if you even bother to notice it. But when you think about it, like I look at some things like that and I go, what was I thinking about today? What's happening in my life to resonate with all of this stuff? I'm like, oh, I get it. Duh. You know, but so you train yourself to start watching for things like that, and you start getting messages. And sometimes those messages come in small packages.
Yeah. Well, devil's in the detail. So everyone freaks out when I say devil. Look, devil isn't even how I understand devil anymore. So, yeah, but devil is in the detail, and this was a design thing that we would always learnt. That's what that actually probably made the shoot the best, was the detail. And it can be the simplest thing, but if you aren't paying attention to the small things, how are you going to see the big things? You know, how are you going to see? You can't see. You could have like huge things around you, but if you're not seeing the even small, well, I always wonder, do you reckon, Michelle, that spirit is like, with the ones that aren't watching or seeing things, is really bored. Like he's like constantly, give him another sign. I'm just going to have
I know.
waiting. And then one day they get it and they go, oh my God.
Yeah.
And they're like scurrying,
shaking their heads going, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So Elsa needs a life lesson today. No. But at least Elsa gets it. There's some people that just don't. But I really do believe that, we come here loaded with everything pretty much that we need, except for the fact that you keep forgetting things. I think that's just a little funny little ha-ha in there somewhere that they throw into the mix just to sort of see what we're going to do. But, I think we come here equipped with everything we need, and somewhere along the lines, through, again, conditioning or distraction, busy lives, many different reasons where we get sidetracked and we just we lose the connection, I guess is the best way to put it.
You lose code. Yeah, you lose code. And it feels empty. And I know sometimes I feel like I've lost code, and then I go, oh, there it is. But yeah, you feel empty. And sometimes there's nothing. Like it's just, it just is. So that's like a breather. I always call them breathers. So letting you digest it all. So, but yeah, it does take practice. It really does. Practice in trusting in yourself, as they showed me yesterday. No time for lunch, Elsa. I know you're hungry. You can eat after.
Right.
But because I didn't, the food that I had eaten got cramped in my stomach because I went into such an adrenaline moment. I looked at the horse, and he was like, why didn't you listen? He's looking at me the whole 5 minutes. I'm just trying to fix it because I had to bring his whole hoof right up here, and he's a big horse, and I'm strong, Michelle, but there's I can't pick up. Trying to pick up a horse. Okay.
Yeah. It's not going to be a thing, no matter how big you are.
It's not working. I'm going to have to cut. But it was, look, it wasn't a big accident or anything like that, but they're saying, if you didn't learn that one, then now we've prepared you for this one, or this one, or this one. So then I know how to have ease and grace through my day. And people go, how did you know how to move out the way? Or how did you know how to? And I said, well,
that's a story. Yeah.
I was sitting in my hammock, and my whole and then I said, I'm not going to do that again. So obviously I needed a refresher course. But you know the other thing, I know you get this too, and I really know that animals are helping this ascension process in humans.
Yeah.
They know how tough it's been for us because they've had it tough from us, and now they're coming back through it with us. And I know others feel this strongly. Like I can feel it in them. I can feel how people talk to them, and how they pray and look after their animals, and how they're seeing, insects and things outside. I can really feel a huge shift in the animal, in the fae, in the plants and things. They can feel it too. I can really. It's a good feeling.
I mean, it's refreshing, because there are people out there who really don't look at animals as being sentient. Like there's comments that I've seen through the years or things that I've heard where people just look at an animal's life as being so inconsequential. But just look into their eyes and you'll see more depth than you see with most people.
Well, one word, so we have in Australia, they're very strict with land care here. And basically it's a lot of governments poisoning everything. I always say to them when I see them, I wish you guys would stop caring so much, because look at this hill and look at that hill. That hill you haven't touched. Look how green and how many birds are over there. And this is a desert. And they're going, yes, but there's no weeds here. And I go, yeah, but there's nothing. It's just you're creating and again, it's their schooling and education, and they're told that they're doing it in a natural way, even though it has a skull and crossbone like this on it. And I just say, look, just not only if it's harming the plants and harming the animals in there, maybe it's also harming you and your offspring. Now I've woken them up a little bit. Yeah. And I say to them, if these plants and animals are reacting within less than 24 hours, maybe, just maybe, this might be affecting maybe this might not affect you, but it will affect your grandchildren or your, your offspring. So please, understand. And the word weed comes from the word wedding. And it's not wedding. I always thought it was wedding for man and woman. Wedding is to understand your core and how to heal it. That's what wedding is. It's weeding. So you heal, and so you see with these natural environments, they'll say, oh, that's a weed. But in God's creation, everything has a purpose.
Yes.
Well, you get what I'm saying, right? So,
everything here has a purpose.
Yeah. So all those weeds are healing.
Yes, and mankind think that we're more advanced species, and we decide who has a purpose or what has a purpose and what doesn't have a purpose. And it's not the natural law of things. You know what I mean? It's just not. So.
Sorry,
that's
okay. I got a poopy barking, so I'm calling out for.
That's okay. It's just dogs talking to you.
Sorry, I'll just call out one more time.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, go ahead. That's fine. Dog doesn't bother us, just so you know.
Because it's so echoing.
Yeah, that's okay. He wants his 2 minutes. Wayne says a June bug's purpose is to terrify me. Oh boy. Yes, they're big crunchy beetle type bugs. So
yeah. Well, the other thing is that through history, or so-called history, they've used animals as markers as well. And possibly that was assisting them through those times. Like we was talking about pigeon before, pigeon's dove. So and when you hear a dove or a pigeon, they have like a healing hum to them, the way they make their noise, very similar to a cat. And sometimes I'll be out in the fields and I can hear the doves, and they just feel like they just sending love out to everyone, the way they do their song. And I always say to people, listen to the song all the way through, because it will lift your spirit. But you have to be quiet when you do it. In your head, just only listen to the beginning and the end of their song, and then you actually start to see personalities in each, you know, the birds and animals around you, because you'll hear their tune and then you'll go somewhere else and it's this, you know, same species, but their tune's slightly different. So you start to then, so now you start noticing noise. So you talked about white noise before.
Yes. Yes.
And so once you start noticing noise, you become more sensitive to it. Then you have to then learn how to turn off the white noise, because if you've got family members and things around you and they're wide open to mass conscious energy, the internet, their cranky day they had, so they're like a porthole, and then they come near you while you're sensitive, that you can see what's going on.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so now you
Absolutely.
got this frequency going on and this like tsunami coming through for someone that's sensitive. So you got to learn how to go, okay, that's theirs, not mine. That's theirs, not mine. So then it comes back to this, the ebbs and flow. Yeah.
It gets really it gets really convoluted, you know, at times, because there is all of this background noise, as I say, you know, the clutter, the frequencies. There's so much working against you, and you have these animals that act like filters. And when you see people who are just, because I know people who just suffer from anxiety, you know, or they have panic attacks or depression, and the animals pick up on it, to the fact that there's I say, like, they're very sketchy, like little sketch bags, like they're always panicked, and you know, and people don't often realize that their pets are drawing that, taking that away from them. That's part of their environment. It's part of who they're becoming. And yet when you take the animal out of that environment, you know, even for a couple of hours or even 5 minutes, you see when they're spending time with somebody else, they're completely calm. They react to their environment or to their owners.
Well, we'll have animals that, you know, that do have anxiety or upset, but then we're around them and they're okay. Why? It's because, well, they read minds. They read your mind. And they're reflecting back to you how you're behaving. So
That's true.
you know, like if you look, I'm not great with snakes, but when I see them, I'm like, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Please stay over there. I respect you. I respect your poison. I respect you. I respect your teeth. I love you.
Especially your way.
You know, so but
Yeah.
I'm the same with spiders. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I can see them, they're going like this at me.
Yeah, right.
I go, oh my gosh, they're huge. Look, thank you for staring me out. You're freaking me out, but it's okay. And I appreciate it. And they're probably looking at me going, well, you think you're freaked out. Look at you. Like, I can feel this going on, but I'm like, okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, you know, I'm not saying I'm not scared of things or wary of things, but I definitely notice animals are different with our family. But that's because we're not taking in recited memory, or, you know, we're treating each one with respect of who they are. Yeah, it's very practical.
And if we talk about incarnation for a moment,
this is a
want
good
to
one.
be nice to your pets.
They come back. They seriously come back.
They do.
Yeah, I've had dogs on photo shoots come back. Like it. So I've done magazine shoots. I've got printed proof.
Right. Oh, I see.
But not only come back. Yeah, they came. I had one from Marie Claire magazine in Switzerland. I've told this story a couple of times, but that one, Mutz, and then he was like a Saint Bernard, and then that owner's name was Vera, and then I was on a group, and this one lady kept saying, "This dog's so different when you come on. It sits up, it wakes up, it just loves hearing your voice, and it looks at the screen." And I was like, okay. And then I started looking at it and went, oh my, I pulled up the fashion shoot from 10 or 15 years ago. It's the same dog. And her name is the same as the owner in Switzerland.
That's just weird.
It's weird. It's so weird, but it was for everyone in that group to see. It was weird for me. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then I started to realize, I've met you before. I've met you before. Yeah. And then then you start to go, hang on, I'm doing this with animals. Have I met you before? Have I met this person before? Yeah. Have I met my child before? Like, then you start to tap into that energy and this reincarnation. And I don't even know if that's the right word, but it's definitely like a chord again, or a code. And it's like, oh, we're doing this again, are we? For who are we doing it this time? Is it for us? Is it for them?
And I think it's important too to know that essence, souls can come back and incarnate into anybody. Just because, let's say, I'm a person this time, I might choose to come back as an angry little chihuahua in the next life. You know,
they are angry.
I know, they're always just little handfuls for sure. I know, because I've had many tiny little balls of fur with teeth. So anyway, 2 pounds of shared teeth. Anyhow, you know, I think that I mean, especially if you look at, you know, the Buddhist angle, when they say with reincarnation, you could even come back as an insect, a little bug, a little. I'm thinking, why would somebody want to do that? You know, but everything
then
has
is that so? Yeah, everything has purpose, and that would be creation wanting itself to be a different version of that in that. So, yeah, it's incarnation. I think there's so many layers to it, and I think we're like just tapping on the edges of it as humans, and I think it goes way, way deeper. Yeah, I don't even. I'm sure there'll be better dialect to explain it later, but I know it's just that topic alone is just multi-dimensional in itself.
It can get really, it can sort of go all over the place, realistically speaking. You can get into all kinds of things. I mean, to reincarnate, you know, into getting into past lives now, right? Just to be, again, like there's a wide belief, you know, that we keep going in cycles on this planet. We just, you know, why they keep enticing, like past lives, you were a king, you were a queen, you were this, you were that, or maybe I was just a peasant too. But you know, it's just there's so much emphasis put on it, and there are those that believe that it gets into this whole cycle of keeping the essence from really moving on beyond what it knows.
Oh, like you think it's a hold?
Yeah, yeah. There's a big belief in that right now. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. I got the word. It's plaque, or it's tartar, literally, and that's why you get it on your teeth. Little chihuahuas always get tartar.
They do.
They do, because they always get bad breath.
Bad teeth all the time. Expensive dentals.
Yeah. Yeah. So tartar is the memory of essence. It comes back to what you said again. So it is a hold in that it's like you can become, or it's like a jumper. I think they call them jumpers, where you can jump. And I'm not saying that that's what I can do, but I feel like that's what how it's like boing, boing. So I can pick it up So when I'm talking or doing a session with someone or in a group or just going to the shops, I can feel that in someone. So they become a stamp or a code of themselves and then their lineage. So it's like we are, like you said before, like we're intel of us, but then it's also the family line, karmic line, and then in your incarnations. And yeah, so you could, I think this is one of the things that assists remote viewing and things, because you can actually then tap into scenes or dreams. Or that's why it's so important when you go, everyone talks. I'm going to give everyone a gift today, Michelle.
Yay!
This is my it's Christmas to me is the masses get a compass. That's what Christmas means to me. It's the Christ within, and you understand the Christ within. And so now you can use your compass. And the most important thing to do is get a good night's sleep. And you hear many talk about different ways, med beds and all this. Create a safe space, a clean, safe space for you to go to sleep so you can heal through the night. Make sure you don't have any power cords plugged in around your bed. Yeah, because you become the third prong, because usually most of those are two prongs deliberately. Two prongs, the third prong becomes you, so you become a circuit of the electricity. So take them out or unplug them just for night, and then have your phone away from you. And they all really should be from your foot 1.5 meters away. And, you know, maybe even better out of the room.
Other side of the room.
Yeah.
Right.
Make sure there's
Wi-Fi.
Nothing under your bed.
Yeah.
No storage under your bed. Like, and make your bed so it feels nice for you to go to sleep at night. And so that when you wake up in the morning, you don't have all your dirty washing to look at again. You don't have to live the same day again. Even if you just put it in a bag in another room or in the corner, so that when you wake up, it's a new you. It's do it again the next night. And this is a med bed. This is a med bed. And we always, we practice a lot of feng shui and things as well, and you can get really into that. But again, it's feeling harmony in yourself. And see, now harmony, even the word harmony, means sense or money or abundance. So you become more abundant. So if you have harmony or peace in yourself, you'll wake up with more pieces of you. And you might be have more ideas. You might be more refreshed for work. You might be better with your kids or say nicer things when you're driving to work. In traffic. But yeah, just so that your body can start healing itself, you know?
That was sorry. That one just made me chuckle. I was trying not to laugh out loud.
Yeah. But yeah, it's giving you a chance to reset at night. And this is the other thing with all the solar flares. People are saying around the world, I can't sleep. And we're getting that a lot too. Don't get mad at yourself if you have to get up. Yeah. But be calm when you wake up. Don't watch too many things that are going to upset you.
Take your time waking up.
Yeah, wake up. Yeah.
Kathy wants to know, what about grounding sheets?
Apparently, I slept because I went away for 2 nights, and I don't go away much at all. Not at all. I don't go away. But my kids made me go away. And I was up high in a high building, and they didn't tell me, but there was grounding sheets. I was on the 8th floor. And they said to me, how did you sleep? And I said, I actually slept pretty good. And they said, oh, they got grounding sheets in there. And I went, oh, well, that was my first experience. So it worked. I was on 8th story. So Yeah.
Try then.
There's many ways you can ground. So yeah, just use what's in your field. Yeah. A lot of people think they got to go away to do things or go and learn something with someone else, but like you said, it's all in us. And they want it to be your version, not Elsa's or Michelle's. They want it to be like, they don't want everyone going and buying chihuahuas or everyone to go and buy Dalmatians. They don't want that. They want your way, you to do your day-to-day in your way. And you're meant to have a good life, no matter who you are.
Yeah. You just have to create yourself the perfect space then. Yeah.
Yeah. And keep it simple. Like, keep it so simple. And like a lot of people talk to me and it can become very complicated. And then I'll go, I'm sorry, I've got to go outside.
They don't get you.
Well, they make it super complicated. I go, it's not complicated. It's really not. It's actually so simple. But yeah, it comes back to whose noise am I listening to? Like, if you have a lot of, and maybe that's something you got to look into. Where are those voices coming from? Are they long lost souls, or am I actually not even tapping into any of my incarnation or my family? Am I tapping into the land and I'm hearing all the souls that have lived here? And that could be a big thing too. Because when you see a crop circle, it's a marking, or if you see a tell or a mound, they're sacred sites, these things. Yet that they're markers for that, or plaques.
Yes.
Or obsoletes, because they want that there, right? There's something that wants that there. But if you're just walking around cities, there's many beings that have lived in that city. So their energy's still there. Maybe you're just tapping into all of them.
It's a good point.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying, like, find out if the white noise does not turn off. Just say you're meditating, you're eating healthy, you're getting good night's sleeps, and this white noise ain't turning off. Maybe it's not meant to. Maybe you just got to come at it from another angle. You know, like
sometimes it's all that frequency out there too, though. It's just, you know, like I can only use my home as an example, but it's very grounded because the house is just like an old, like an English cottage style. It's just this crazy shape. Just the property is just beautiful, loads of gardens and trees, but the house sits under very large trees. It's very protected. So the property is very grounded. And considering, you know, the last place that we lived in, which was haunted, an old Victorian Gothic manor house, crazy. It's just like, you know, coming here was just like, oh, it's so quiet. And then all of these towers started going up. So frequency. And even though there were none within the area, it's amazing how they just travel through the waves, you know, and you can actually, like, I hear more now than I've ever heard with that stuff. And when it's quiet, I mean, I used to be able to hear music and all kinds of conversations, but at least you know what they were. Now it's just these crazy up and down, crazy sounds. And I'm just, like, you know.
Well, I've noticed with the solar flares coming through, it's like smashes it. I don't know if anyone else has felt that, but it just goes. It's like a atomic bomb to it. Does that make sense?
Sure.
And it gives moments then. It gives moments then of mass galactic information to come in, because it's like the sun's going, enough's enough. So it just sends in and it breaks it. and people are saying, you know, we've never seen them this big, the solar flares and stuff, and we knew this was coming. I always said, you got to get yourselves together, because even the sun's helping us. People go, how is that possible? Because it knows we're ready. There's enough of us now to assist. And then they say, well, how can the sun have intelligence, or the planet or Earth have intelligence? I'm like, are you kidding me? The sun is it is intelligence. It is. And so is Earth. I always call her she. I mean, over many years call her. She's a her. And it's not anything against men, but she just has a way about her that feels nurturing.
Well, I think it goes just back to the whole feminine aspect of everything. You know, the planet's always been Mother Earth or Gaia, you know, like it's just always had that feminine aspect to it. And the feminine, like the goddess says, you know, until more conditioning came in, and then it sort of went the other way. You know what I mean? But again, it's no disrespect. It's just ancient history.
Yeah, well,
it's
you know, rise and set. It's Taurus. It's the suns come. This is why they're called the suns, because they come in and light Earth. So it's the chicken and the egg, and you need, and this is why we love stars, because we can still see our suns in the stars. I mean, I'm talking in riddles a little bit, but it is that riddle that I'm saying. It's what the word you're hearing reality, but it's also the riddle of it as well. It's both. And this makes it magical.
Yes.
This makes it, to me, the Christmas. It's the masses coming into being the true ones of themselves. Compass. Now, you know, I'm our family, and like Michelle does with all her guests that she has on, we're here to show you can do it this way, or you could do it this way, or you could do it this way, or you could understand this and do it this way. And we're just giving you hints and messages and clues of ways to make your life better. And then the crow cup comes up.
The crow cup comes up. That's right. The crow. Little crow.
Crow.
Yeah. Wisdom. Wisdom.
Yes. And you know, it really does, you know, this ascension process for me, I think of it over the years, and it really does strip you to your core, to code, to core. It really does. It strips you this way, it strips you that way, and you know, you think you can get out of it. You think that they're having an easier life than you. There's no sneaking out of this one.
No.
You're here for a reason. You can't sneak out.
That's funny. But it's true. So what I mean, just backing up a bit, thinking, you know, we have this extended family or lineage as to clutter, going back to that bit. Does that lend to the idea perhaps of Oversoul and the belief that we are a shared group, you know, of spiritual beings, for example, that are part of this greater cosmic consciousness? And is that what we're picking up on perhaps as well? Consciousness.
So the way I was shown Oversoul is it is consciousness, or it's will, or ta of us, and it's like the original piece of you. And so when you cross over, literally you do cross over, and that piece goes back up, and then this little piece decides where it's going to go again. And that little piece is the tell or marker of you. So if that lands on the dragonfly, or if that was it was 111, was it? If this lands on, the dog, or like it might be attracted to the dog. Like it has intelligence, this dust piece. It knows where it wants to go. So the oversoul, they showed us our family. So I'm going to give our family as an example. They showed us that Richard, the group, whatever group that is, called us in with the blue light. But apparently we've done it before and it called us in. We were all separate, Gigi and Jack. So Gigi's number 3 child and Jack's number 2. They were like an alliance, and I was the one from furthest away. So I'm just visualizing like little specks.
Okay. Yes.
And, yeah.
Yes.
But this blue energy called us back all together again, and I don't fully understand it, but I've had to sit with it so long, and I've tried. I literally was that person trying to turn it off and ignore it. After 10, 20, after this long, but it's actually easier to allow it than to not allow it. But I don't know. I don't have the words for it, but I just know it. Like it's so. And I feel it in others as well.
It seems to be something that is coming up a lot. There must be just something going on throughout consciousness, because people are talking about this. You could go for years and you never even hear the word. But lately it's just like, it seems like it's everywhere. But I think people may be also mistaking it for extraterrestrial or terrestrial contact. They're just it's none of this, but it's this. What this thing we've never heard about before or talked about, but now it's a thing. So I think people may be misunderstanding or misinterpreting.
Yeah, well, this is why this is where possibly it might help to watch shows like yourselves or go into smaller groups and help you work through it. Because especially with these solar flares coming through and the shudders, or they called it the Quakers. They spoke of this time coming. It's not only in the land, but it's in us. So we're getting shuddered. So it's like the sun's going, okay, let's send a flare through, and it will shudder all the people that have, all the beings that have water in them, will shudder them, so that it allows for the new to come in. Now, that new could be your great-grandmother speaking to you, or it could be you're tapping into your karmic line, or it could be the incarnation, or it could be the fae, or it could be whales, But then you've got all their lineage as well. See how deep, or crystals, or so it goes. It could be clouds, but it's like it's shuttering us to allow portholes or openings in us. And however unique we all are, it will show up uniquely in you. That's why I'm saying everyone has a role. Everyone has something to do here. And it doesn't mean that you have to be a warrior or a magician or a wizard or anything like this. You just have to
be a participant.
Be an act of you. Yeah. That's all they really want, is you to be you, because creation doesn't want you to be someone else. The clones, the copies, and the clowns, we were always warned, stay well away, because they will tumble. They might not tumble as when you've seen them, but they will not be able to act with that solar flares coming through, because it's keeping us pure. And that's why every time a solar flare comes through, you see a lot of symptoms come up in people. It's making people wake up. It's taking our loved ones, you know, it's turning off your computers. It's making the car not start for some reason, and then all of a sudden it starts again.
Yeah.
I practice with the solar flares, and I go, I'll see like a big one come through, and I go, how are you feeling? And everyone goes, you know, she's practicing on us with the solar flares. I'm going, yeah, I just want to see, because I'm doing like a chart. I can see which family members reacting differently. I've got my little graph.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, it's interesting.
Alan says he thought the Oversoul kind of watched over the other incarnations, like everything going on all at once, like consciousness, I guess.
Yeah, but I think the Oversoul would be like a higher intelligence.
Yeah.
And that higher intelligence watches over, but is quite happy for you to act how you want to act. It's your will here, the land of will. Yeah,
the free will doesn't change.
Yeah, it's the seed's will, and that's why if you've got voices in your head going, do it this way, do it that way, you got to go, hang on a second, I've got to sort out this mess in my head. Who is this? You know, and more than ever, you've got so many people out there to support you through this. And if one doesn't resonate, or if they only resonate for, you know, a few weeks, then see someone else. But you've got so many people out there now that can support you through this. You're not going to be put into a home where we would have previously, or we would have been pushed underwater and said, okay, if she comes up okay, she's a bad guy, so we'll have to kill her anyway. So,
boy. Throw her under the bus. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's support, and you got backup now.
Right.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people misinterpret other experiences that they're having in their lives. Like I mentioned, the extraterrestrial beings or terrestrial beings. I'm sure there are many are here. But they misinterpret maybe those experiences, saying none of this exists. It's all Oversoul. None of it exists. So it's like, well, I'm pretty sure, again, that it's a misinterpretation, because you're still having those other experiences. They're still there. They're still present.
Well, okay, now you're getting... So, okay, still present. So present is now. So it's a gift. There's no time. This is one thing that is being collapsed gently in humans, that time is falling away.
Yes.
So I have these lovely family, and they are really lovely, this family. And they were having hauntings follow them. And they could hear them screaming, saying, "Mummy, mummy, mummy," through the house. And as soon as I heard them say it, I went, they're not talking to you, the mum. They're talking to the kids. So it's their future ancestors ahead talking to them. And once that alleviated, now they actually are an intelligent source for them. Does this make sense, what I'm saying?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, it's like so interesting, because then I go, oh my, that's so cool. So something that was creating fear in the whole family now is like, did you catch what they said this time?
Right.
Like, what were they just so you work through it, and this is what I'm saying. So it's very, I get what you're saying though. If you're all new to it, if you're all new to it, it can be scary. So, but see, a lot of this, like a lot of the stuff I'm talking about with you, Michelle, you get it.
Yeah.
But
I
a lot of people are hearing this for sometimes the first time, so they're going to have to go back through stuff, to catch up.
well, because I look at everything as a collective of sorts. Eventually it all swings back around. It's just how you want to look at it. I also think that with all the different, when we, again, swinging back to where we started the show with television, for example, and certain information getting out there or misinformation getting out there, that it just leads people away from sometimes the obvious.
This time of year, especially through many different texts, they want it to be busy. The narrative wants it to be busy for a reason, and we're in the halcyon phase, which is just around the solstice. And the halcyon phase is the kingfisher, and the kingfisher is the royal blue bird, and it's about building your nest and you're in the calm of the storm. That's what it is, calm of the storm. So this is why they created the whole Christmas thing where you've got to run around and shopping, and then you have Boxing Day after Christmas, because you are in such a mess to uphold what Christmas is. But if everyone could just chill a little bit and just have a nice meal maybe, or just reflect on the year and just be calm in this phase rather than rushing around and trying to please everybody.
It's a hard one, isn't it?
you will be calm in the storm. And we've been getting this message quite a lot, is that it's time to be calm. It's time to be calm in the storm. And even with the solstice period, we always say, don't rush off and do big solstice things. Just, if you really need to, go and do it, but stay calm. Stay calm. And it's funny, in the media, especially just in Australia, in the media has just been huge and making everyone go crazy. Making everyone not happy with each other.
Yeah. Division.
And it's very deliberate. Even if I dissected the words they chose in media in the last 2 weeks, not just here in Australia, but overseas, they're attempting to create smear campaigns of what the real word is, or the real messages of now is. So everything happens for a reason, and maybe the media now is just trying to wake people up as well. By seeing how silly it is, So,
well, undermining, belittling.
Well, what happens undermining? It collapses.
Well, yeah, exactly right. I just think with some people, they start to feel empowered, and it just it's like sticking the carpet right out from under you. That's it. And it's happening. It's happening everywhere, unfortunately, especially some of the Commonwealth countries.
Yeah,
like Canada.
It's very interesting. But this has got to, it's got to undo in a way. So I won't comment on news because I know how much is created.
Yes.
And, I'll speak to people and they go, that didn't even happen. What are you talking about? Okay, but it's in the news. And they're like, yeah, so in the news isn't all what it's cracked up to be. And
no.
So stay calm and do what you can. And by you being the best version of you will spiral out to others. And you talk, they what is it, 6 degrees of separation, and maybe that sixth person can do something to help the situation. But you had to be your full version of you to inspire the next and the next and the next and the next. And by that sixth person, they can do it.
It's like a domino effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
See,
domino
I get where
effect.
you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Domino effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I completely understand. It's just also trying to pay it forward. So if you have something good happen to you, pay it forward. And I think, to somebody else. And I think it's like an entire movement.
It's an entire movement. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the collective. Yeah.
Yes.
So, they speak of prayer, and we don't speak of prayer as in religion. We speak of prayer as the power ray. So it's very similar as television. The power ray is you visualize the prayer or the dream or the inspiration or the love that you want to go into, and you say sweet words about it, and then you walk into it. This is what television is. And the more we can all practice this on a day-to-day, so just say three nice things in prayer. So you could be saying one to appreciate, and then you could say one that you would like to do for the day, and then one that you would like to do in the future, and start practice. Give yourself 7 days of practicing it. See if you notice a different outcome in yourself. Yeah.
Well,
it's like a way to heal yourself. So now we've done med beds and prayer. We're going to have one more gift, Michelle. Come on. What is it? 3 gifts.
3 gifts.
Come on.
This is a test.
I don't know. I feel like it might be. So we've had prayer. So that's words and visualization forward. So we're going forward. And then we had rest
and peace.
Okay, peace is peace. Peace is the oversoul, and it's a piece of you. To be at peace is also to be at peace with you. You also have to realize that you're a chip off the old block. Meaning,
cheapers.
Meaning you are a little stardust that's cracked off a star. So you're a star. You're a star. That's so cute. So peace is to know that you're a star.
I always spent a great deal of my childhood watching the stars in the night sky. Funny enough.
Well, maybe that's what you have to do this Christmas. Is one of the 3rd gifts is just go up and look at. That going up and looking at the stars is actually a very huge way to awaken yourself. Is where you put your neck back. I do it on the bed. And I'll drop my head back. When you drop your head back a bit further, I actually find it quite painful sometimes.
You can be,
but it also will create certain endorphins in you that get stuck here. So looking up the stars is actually a really good thing to do for your body. So we're given 3 gifts. Christmas.
Okay, I can do that. Have a little bit of enlightenment and rejuvenation, which I think is a good one as well.
But this is the other thing, though, is that it's on its way. This is really happening. This is getting confirmed by the sun, confirmed by comets, confirmed by others, confirmed by politicians. This is on its way now. So now you got to just find your role in it, and your role might have nothing to do with what you thought you were supposed to do. And I know I'm an example of that, so I'm sure you are too, Michelle. So what you thought you were going to do and be, isn't.
I've gone in different directions so many times, but what's strange, Elsa, is even though I can do that, it somehow winds me back here. You know, like I spent over 2 decades in various media and film, and I figured I'm just going to retire from it, and I did. You know, just did a few documentaries. That was it after that, and then I thought I got brought into this, and I'm thinking, you know what? A lot of my television fan base followed me, and I was very, very humbled for that. And I thought this is fun because where this differed from many of the other things that I've done is it still continues to educate me because I learn from people such as yourself who comes on. It's like it's still assisting my growth, my evolution, broadening my awareness, and you continue to awaken and you keep going. So no matter what I do, bam, I'm back sort of on the public stage, but this time it's for personal growth as much as it is for helping other people grow.
So you're the teacher and the student. I've never looked at it like this.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm funny like that.
Oh. I love all the audience here. I know some of them, and they're so kind to me. They always send hellos, and they're just so lovely, your audience. So,
yeah, thank you. The
thanks,
chat
guys.
family.
The chat
family.
family.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and
Yes.
and people read the chat, and it assists them with the show.
Yeah.
So they'll be listening to the show and reading the chat, and they go, "Oh, that's what they mean," because someone else like will say something, and it just has the audience in there too. It is very multi-dimensional, really, isn't it?
It really is, and they're very much a part of the show. You know, that's why I've always make a point of incorporating them in, because I think it's all part of the experience.
Yeah. Well, it's called a podcast, right? Or
Yes.
you know, so I'm just seeing like a big fire pit, and we're all like, okay, now you tell your story and you put it in the fire, and then someone else, and then they put it in the fire, and then you see the smoke of it and you look at the stars. Like that's how, like, you know, we're
sometimes. Elsa, sometimes there's a whole other conversation going on.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
like
try
got
to
nothing
keep
to
up.
do with the show.
No, but they're great. They're great,
Yeah.
you know.
But well, this is community, and this is what we keep saying. It's not going to come through anyone else. Like everyone's looking to someone else for it to happen. And it's like, it's when you wake up yourself and do it with others. It's not going to come through your politician, not going to come from school. It's not going to come through all that, because all that's been going on for many years. And has it really pulled through lately? I don't think so. So now it has to come through community like this. The way it should be. Yeah. This is what animals do. They have community, you know. This is what the crows do. They go, "Did you see what that human did?" All right, now go tell all your ancestors, and they go all the way down.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The
Yes.
crow community.
It's a community.
Yeah.
As we're narrowing down, of course, to the 90-minute mark, what do you want to see for the upcoming year? What's your prophecy or prediction for yourself?
We're going to be galloping ahead. Yeah. And the ones that aren't quite ready to do a trot or a walk or a canter, that's okay, because the dragon, we drag the irons with us. Everyone comes with us. It's just some are in the more at the front of it, because their ions in their body are able to handle the flares and stuff, and others are at different versions of it. But it doesn't mean that they're less than the ones at the front, because these ones here are helping us to know what to do next as well. So like everyone's in on it. That's what I'm saying. There's no sneaking off. And people go, oh, well, they've just passed or they've just crossed over. And I go, let me tell you, they haven't snuck off in. If anything, they're louder. So,
Oh boy.
yeah, dude, there's no sneaking off. There's no one that is going to get out of this.
Yeah.
But we're all working through this now, and the animals are here, and yeah. So when you actually start to realize you are one little dust in part of the big, it's needed. You're needed. You're not. Once you're here, you're always here. You're always here. It's nice, right?
Yeah. Oh, it works in your favor. Absolutely. And I think that's, that's where I think people, especially during times like, like I said, December is difficult for a lot of people. But when you realize that we are such a small grain of sand on such a very big universal beach, and we live in a pretty wondrous place as well. It's easy because you always have that negative constantly pulsating at you, through media or through, even computer, and not everything is positive. Some things are great, some things not so much, and you have to learn to find that balance and to create those boundaries, and just try somewhere in there to rise above all of that, because powers that be aren't going to make it easy for you.
Yeah. And if you're having a really hard time, as hard as that time is, you have to have this swing as well, because that's the full completion. You can't have one without the other. So if it's really hard, that means it can be really good as well. And generally that's what happens. You do a full swing. But just keep going. Just keep going, and just look, if today's today, you had a bad day, go to bed, go to your nice happy room, and then start again tomorrow. Don't bring all yesterday forward. Do your prayer forward, but not yesterday.
Yes. Yeah. You can't go back.
Well, you can't bring. How are you going to bring all those yesterdays through? That's a lot of luggage. Oh my gosh, that's so much luggage, and you got to remember it all as well. Isn't it better to just allow it, and then all the pressure's off? Then you become lighthearted. Yeah.
Lighthearted.
Don't send any rude messages if your crows are starting to talk to you, because they're chatty.
Yeah. Oh boy. I think with that, it's food for thought. It's a good place to leave it. And so to all of anybody who may be struggling, look to tomorrow. Don't look back to yesterday. Right? It's all. Sometimes it's all we can do. You can't change everything that's going on. You only have control over how you handle it. Would that be safe to say?
Yeah. And the one thing that humans are really good at is change. Even though they don't like it, they're really good at it. They're really good at it. And a lot of the galactic beings always say they're so interested how humans can change.
Yeah.
So that's us.
I love that. I love that. So what do you have coming up? Do you have any conferences? Do you have any, aside from Christmas and the holidays?
No, just being with the kids. I'll say I've got nothing on, and then I'll finish here, and then they'll bombard me. So yeah.
Of course.
Just go, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, and then something's happened on the farm, or so.
Yeah, right.
I just go with the flow, because especially with like I said, the big energy. I just keep it simple in this phase, because I know that I'll lose it otherwise.
Yeah. Whatever you're doing,
are you gonna go away, or?
No. I don't have time for that. New Year's Day, we're doing a show, right?
Oh, I know. Of course.
Yeah, it's you know, it's sort of been asked, and I realized most of the celebrations happen the night before, and I love our audience, I love our chat family, and I thought, you know what, we're going to do an open mic, and we're just going to have some fun, and we're going to just spend it with those who support us, and you know, we support them, and we're bringing in the new year with them.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to hopefully be in the audience, so I'll be in the day ahead.
That's true. You are
catching all those prayers.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. So, everyone, thank you all for tuning in, and thanks to everybody in chat. Big thank you to Elsa. You have been listening to The Outer Realm, and we have been broadcasting live on the United Public Radio Network 105.3 FM from the Gulf Coast, 107.7 FM from New Orleans. Big thank you to our sponsors, Folgers Coffee, Steve McGinnis, and Dr. Snick, the Sonic Surgeon, Justin Snicker. Next week, we have one live show, which is on Beyond the Outer Realm. That's going to be Tuesday afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern. We welcome author and publisher Barbara With, and we're going to be talking about the afterlife. Meet us in the chat room. This is one very knowledgeable lady, and you'll be seeing a little bit more of her. Wednesday, Thursday nights will be replay because it's Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And I'll make sure I try to get creative and make sure they're a good one. Everybody, that's something to watch. Maybe try to get in some old favorites. So thank you all again. Thank you, Elsa. And good night, everyone.